Good morning students, Dr. Yogesh Pating, Assistant Professor in Commerce, GS College of Commerce, Varda. We are at the end of unit number 3 of Service Sector Management and Com second year third semester. In unit number 3 we had studied about service quality management, and we are at the point of last part of this unit number 3. From next lecture we will start unit number 4, that will be the last unit of your syllabus. So in this particular unit number 3, the last point is a discussion about market challenges. As and when we study about the markets, there are different dimensions to study that particular market. There are different challenges, there are different opportunities which are actually happens in the lifespan of the particular market. So the market can be of anything. It can be a cloth market, a market related to jewelry, a market related to we can bifurcate the market on the basis of different sectors, information technology, bank, non-bank, then pharmacy, then FMCG. This can be distributed on the basis of sectors. Market can be distributed as per local priorities. For example, in our city, in our location, we generally bifurcate the market on the basis of agriculture. For example, food market, fruit market, vegetable market, cloth market, jewelry market. So we can distinguish, we can differentiate market as per our needs, as per the categories which are framed by the government, or as per what market demands. So these are the differentiation or categorization of market. As and whole, when we are going to study the challenges of market, this is going to applicable for each and every type of market, for each and every categorization of market. So what is the first one? The first is actually very important challenge, and it is actually a very basic challenge regarding to each and everything. Means, for example, you just want to start a new business, if you want to start a new venture, if you have some idea in your mind and just want to give a shape to that particular idea, that is not possible with the help of just you don't have any funds. So fund generation is actually a very important thing in market challenges. Look, fund generation is very simple thing. It can be achieved just going to bank or going to stock market, but it needs that credibility. For example, if you just want to start a new business and going to a bank will ask you some credibility. Bank will ask you history. Bank will ask you each and every details which you need to raise a fund from that particular bank. If just you want to raise the money from stock market, it is not also same thing, simple thing. Just going to a stock market to raise the money from a market, you just have to do compliances of SEBI. So these things are very simple, but needs that follow the mechanism, needs to follow the rules of that particular system which is being developed by the government. So fund generation looks very simple, but it is not that much simple. Okay, we have different sources to raise a capital, to raise a fund, primary sources, secondary sources, a lot of sources are available. And okay, it is very easy nowadays to raise a capital, because if you have some good idea in your mind and the fund provider just knows about you, or he thinks that your idea is very strong, can give good profits in future. So that thing can be possible if you have very good idea. So when you are going to generate a fund, the basic need that your idea need to be very strong, your business should be strong, your business should be innovative, there should be very less competition regarding to your business. So this is very important thing. So the first challenge before market or any business is a fund generation. The second one is a competitors. Why competitors? Because look, you are not alone in your business, you are not alone in your market, because there is no case of monopoly. Okay, there are some very big businesses which they have a monopoly, but we are not that much, we don't have that much big businesses. So in a market there are different kinds of businesses running in different ways, in different types of productions, in different types of trading. So you just can't think that you are just alone in that particular market area. Okay, in that particular location you can be only one provider, but it is not possible that you are just only one provider in the entire that particular village or city. So there will be a competition, and competition actually cut down the business. Okay, competition can be a good thing for customers, but competition from the angle of, from the view of service providers, that will cut down the business of them. So again, what is a prerequisite for this one? That your business should be strong, your business idea should be strong, it should be innovative. Then only competitors can't what we can say can raise a challenge against you, because when we think about the competitors should be you should be what we can say well acknowledged about the competition. You should know each and everything about your competitors, what they are thinking about you, what they are, how they are running their business, what they are doing in their business. So these things are very important. So the second challenge is actually a competitors, or a challenge from competitors. The third one is understanding the local priorities. Look, you are not alone, as I mentioned. You are actually running a business in a particular location, and that is very important thing, because you just have to identify what is your location, what are the people, how are the people, what are their needs, what they like, what they dislike. These things are very necessary before starting any business. This is actually a homework, this is actually the assessment before starting a business, before implementing your idea. So understanding the local priorities is very important. For example, if you think from Wardha, from the angle of Wardha, here people are very conservative, they have their tests. They just don't want to, okay, now the things are changing, but they just don't want to experiment different things. So in a way, a lot conservative approach. But if you just go to Nagpur or in a metro city in Pune or Mumbai, comparative to this place, people are more experimenting. They just want to experiment different things in foods, different things in products. So it depends on that particular local market, what are the requirement from that particular place. So understanding the local priorities is also very important when we study from an angle of market, from an angle of market challenges. The next one is acceptance of service in local market. When you are actually providing a service in that particular place as a service provider, people should accept you. What is this meaning? What people wants from you, you should be clear for that. What are their requirements? You should have to be a proper assessment of that particular thing. What they like, what they dislike, as we mentioned earlier in this lecture. So everything should be properly chalked out. That thing is called as acceptance of service in local market. People are very, what we can say, they analyze each and everything. They have a knowledge, they read the articles, they see the advertisements, they discuss about those things, and after that they finalize their product. So it is just not like that, just they within some time frame they just finalize their product and just going to purchase that thing. Those days are not now. They refer different websites, they read the reviews, they visit different places or their different shops. A lot of research is available on online platforms, online shopping portals are there where you can read tons of reviews. So after reading all those things, they finalize their product. That product is of only 100 rupees, but again they will do a research for that because everything is being available there. So your service should be accepted in a local market, because whatever they read from these different sources, their requirement, their expectations should be completed as per with the help of your service. That thing is very important when you think about acceptance of service in local market, because local market priorities will be completely different, local market requirements will be completely different. You just can't merge the requirements at metro city or a national or international level with your local market, because people are different, their likes and dislikes are different. So when we study market challenges, the fourth point is very important, that your service should be accepted in a local market. What you have to do for that, you have to study what people want, what are their requirements, what is their consistent feedback, and from those things you have to design your services, and then you have to provide those services to the people from your local area. Then only then the people will get satisfied. So this is the fourth thing discussing in this particular point sequences, market challenges. The fifth one is scenario planning. Now look, what is scenario planning? Scenario planning is actually a practical approach to your thoughts, a practical approach to your idea. What you had decided, what you have thought, that have to be implemented in a practical approach. It's just not like that you just plan your work, but you should have to work out your plan. That is very important thing. So scenario planning is very important. Scenario planning, in scenario planning, what you have to see, what you have to study, you just have to study what are the different things which are available related to your service, what are the different angles related to your service, what are the different requirements which are related to your service, what should you do, what you don't do. All those things are very important in this aspect. That thing is called as a scenario planning. Because that is also one type of a challenge, because what you had thought might be different what is actual situation in the market. That we have to keep in mind at the time of planning or working out the idea, and at the time of implementing that particular idea, the scenes will be completely different, the things will be completely different, the rules and regulations will be completely different. So these things, two things should have to be matched. That thing is called as a scenario planning. So that is also one type of challenge, just reviewing all those things. Point number 6 is tailoring the message to suit the local market. We have to convey our message to the local, to the people of the local market, that what we are offering. That communication should be in a local language, the language which they understand, which is very easy to communicate with them, and which is actually their regular language of communication. Your message should be very short, your message should contain each and everything. So all those things are very important when you have to tailor-make the message to suit the local market. Because local market is the regional market. Communication generally runs in regional languages. There is informal communication. All those things are actually the, what we can say, the features of local market. So if you are doing you are providing your service in a local market, you have to keep in mind that your communication should be very simple. It should be from a regional language, and the message that you just want to provide to your people, to the local market, it should be very short, containing each and every information. That thing is very important while tailoring the message to suit the local market. Point number 7 is infrastructural challenges. Look, when you think about a market, this point is not going to ignore, because the infrastructural challenges will be there. Okay, the basic infrastructure challenges just got solved, but again you have to develop your infrastructure as per the, like this point is actually connected to this, as per the new offerings from liberalization policies. Technology changes are there, so you have to improve your brick and mortar infrastructure. Again, you have to implement your IT infrastructure. New technologies are coming in, new ways of working are coming in, so you have that particular infrastructure in place. So these things are very important when you are discussing market challenges. Take it as infrastructure challenges or technology challenges, because it needs huge investment. So again we move to the first point, that your fund should get generated. So investment should be there. From where you are going to do the investment, the fund should be generated. So these 2 points are correlated to each other. So these are some of the challenges which are the part of market challenges. The first problem was to generate the fund. Second was to compete with the competitors. Third point was to understand what are the local requirements. Fourth point was accepting the services in that particular local market. Fifth point was to plan how we are going to implement the service. Point number 6 is to provide a message to the local market. Number 7 is and number 8 is to develop the infrastructure, to develop the information technology challenge, to find out the solution to information technology challenges. So these all challenges is a part of market challenges. So in this unit number 3 we studied about service quality management, how we are going to provide a quality service to the customers, that we discuss entirely in this unit number 3. So this is the end of unit number 3. In next lecture we will start unit number 4. I hope you understand today's discussion. Next lecture we will meet for unit number 4. Thank you.